Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we're building this eco-friendly family house. I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but I picked the green door, and that's eco to me, so that's just kind of what we're doing today. It's mostly just an earthy toned family house, and it's like kind of mid-century modern-y, mostly because of the roofs, and it's more just modern. I don't know. But anyway, I was thinking this family house is the family. I can't words today. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I was thinking the family is like a couple, and they have a toddler, so they're like new parents, and they're just living their life in their house. One of them I'm thinking is in the fashion designer career, because I ended up putting in an office that was kind of for a sim that's in that career, because I haven't played with that career yet, and I haven't done anything with the new items that we got for it. So we got a new like iPad type of thing, like a tablet that they can draw on. It works the same as the easel. They have an easel in this house too, though. It's in the garage off to the side. I also haven't done a house with a garage, like a detached garage, that's on a different foundation height, so I wanted to do some of that today too. We're doing all kinds of things in this build that I've just been really wanting to do since we've gotten the whole free patch update, and then just like new stuff with Get Famous that I haven't done yet. This was more stuff that I hadn't done with the new patch, and originally I wasn't going to do terrain tools, but you'll see in a little bit that I did go around and I kind of raised up some of the ground around the house. I've heard a lot of people say that you can't, like, it's hard to do terrain tools after you build the house, but I kind of disagree. Depending on what you're doing, I feel like it's easier to not do terrain tools and then just put your house on whatever foundation you want, and then kind of like gradually slope the land up to certain parts of it, because I think that looks more natural. Unless you're trying to build like a house on a hill or something, then obviously, you know, build your hill first. But I feel like it's a little bit easier to work with the terrain tools after you have a house, especially if it's in an area like this where most of the surrounding ground is flat, so it wouldn't make sense for it to be on a giant hill if you're going for that kind of realistic look. I don't know, but I had some fun picking out the paint colors for the outside of this, just because I was mixing like patterns and stuff, and I'm really liking that tile that they gave us, the brown one that I used here, the horizontal. I like that a lot. It came with Get Famous, and it's one of my new favorite things to use in houses. I used it in the kitchen here too, and I think in the bathroom, which I actually didn't do. I didn't record the bathroom, mostly because I kind of forgot to do it. And it wasn't until I was taking the screenshots that I was like, oh, I left a bathroom, but it's fine. We got a bathroom in. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. Technically it could be like a 3-bed, 1-bath, because they have an office. So if you were gonna like actually put this house on like a real house buying website, then it would probably say that it's a 3-bedroom, even though the way that I furnished it, only 2 of them are actually bedrooms. Whatever, this doesn't even matter. Anyway, what's going on with me? Oh yeah, I was up until 3 a.m. last night for literally no reason. It was the dumbest thing ever. I don't know why I did it. Basically from 6 p.m. until 11 p.m. So for like 5 solid hours. It wasn't that long because I took a break, but I was working on this group project, which is done now, thank God, but I finished with it at like 11 p.m. and earlier in the day, like around 6, I had gotten peppermint mocha from Starbucks because they're like my favorite thing ever, and I can have them, unlike a lot of Starbucks things, because most of them have like milk dairy products like in whatever flavoring they use, but the peppermint mocha is fine, it's vegan, and you just have to ask for it with like soy milk or something else. I usually would want almond milk, but most of the time they don't have it, which is kind of frustrating, but it's fine. I'll just, you know, deal with the soy. Anyway, I got my peppermint mocha and I was feeling great, and I was doing some research for another project that I have, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, start working on this group paper thing, and then my computer died, so I was like, guess I have to go back now, and I ordered some sweaters. This is all like, so it doesn't even matter. You know what? Does anything I ever say in these voiceovers matter? No. But anyway, I got all these sweaters and I'm really excited about them. They all fit really well and I'm obsessed with them, and if you want to see them, you should watch my streams. At the time you're seeing this, my next stream will be on Monday, so stay tuned for that. I'm kind of taking Thanksgiving week off. Originally I wasn't going to, but then I had some plans change with family and friends and stuff, so it just works out better for me to take the whole week off and, you know, relax and whatnot before crunch time with the end of the semester and all of that. But anyway, I really like my sweaters, and then I was like, okay, gotta get back to this group project thing. I didn't stop working on it until 11 p.m. So basically just kind of like worked right on through dinner. All I had was my peppermint mocha. I don't do that very often. Like, it's very rare that I just forget to eat. I'm pretty much always hungry. So that was kind of upsetting. And then I, you know, not only did I write the majority of I almost said the project, because it's like a group paper. It was like a case study thing, but I also was the editor, and one person in my group decided that at the last minute, after I said that I was finalizing everything, that they wanted to go through and run our paper through Grammarly and make some changes based on that. And I was like, no, we're not gonna do that because I'm the editor, and I personally don't use tools like that when I'm writing because I consider myself to be a decent writer, like not to be... See, I'm trying to avoid saying weird flex, but that's the only thing I can think of right now. But, you know, not to weird flex on my writing skills, but like, I think I'm a pretty good writer. So I don't like using things like Grammarly because I feel like I can just comb through the paper myself and find all the same things that it's going to, and I can make sure that, you know, whatever it would want to change it to actually makes sense for what we're trying to say in the paper. So, so he was like, I'm just running it through Grammarly, and I was like, can you not do that? And it was kind of uncomfortable, but I was not about to let them ruin my paper, and yeah, it was a tough time, especially because we were working in a Google Doc, so it was like I would change something and then he would go back and like re-edit it with the Grammarly thing, and I'm like, no, it makes sense this way, it's fine, like, I know passive voice is bad and all, but like, we can use it sometimes. Oh man, writing stuff. Anyway, so that was fun, and then, you know, since I did all the writing, I was like, okay, hopefully I don't have to be the one to format it, right? Because we have a template, like they can just put the work in the template and then we'll all be on our merry way and we'll be done with the project. Makes sense because I already have spent so much time on this project in comparison to everyone else, and I was like, okay, I'll just, you know, coast through the very end of it and they can wrap it up for the last like hour. No, I suggested like, hey, we have this template, maybe we should use it. And they were like, oh no, we'll just make it kind of look like that. And I was like, okay, well, why don't we use the actual template? Also, I'm sorry if I'm giving anyone like secondhand anxiety from this. I'm fine now, I promise, it's over. But I just needed to like rant a little bit because it's like, in a group project where you feel like you're the only one who knows what's going on, it's just like not a good time. But anyway, I basically had to format the whole thing. I had to put it all into the template, and yeah, it ended up being okay. We got it, it was submitted, everything's fine, and yeah, then, the whole reason I was talking about this is because I was like, oh yeah, I stayed up till 3 a.m. last night. So after I finished at 11 p.m. with this project, it was due at midnight, by the way, I decided like, oh, I have half of my peppermint mocha left, maybe I'll just finish it now. That was a bad idea. So then I, around, you know, midnight, I was like, okay, probably should go to bed, get ready for bed, get in bed, turn off the lights, everything's fine, except I can't fall asleep. So then I, you know, remember, oh yeah, I just kind of didn't eat dinner, maybe I should go eat something. So then I go make food. Then I get water because I realize I haven't been drinking water since like this entire time I've been working on this project. So in 5 hours I haven't had any water. So then I was like, okay, I'll have some water, I'll eat some food. And then after I ate, I was like, okay, well I can't go to sleep now because I just ate. So maybe in 30 minutes I can go to sleep. And then at this point it's like almost 2 a.m. and then I still can't fall asleep. And then before I know it, it's 3 a.m. and I still am not asleep. And it was just kind of a disaster. I blame all of this on Get Famous. All of my sleep issues, I blame on Get Famous. It definitely wasn't me drinking that peppermint mocha at 11 p.m. It was Get Famous. because on the day that I got my early access, I stayed up until 3 a.m. Recording, and then I woke up again at 7 a.m. because I had class and, you know, stuff to do the next day, and I had to edit things so that I could get them, you know, ready to post by the embargo time, which was 11 a.m. my time. So I got 3 hours of sleep that night. I think I woke up at 6 actually. Maybe I woke up at 7. I don't know. I didn't get very much sleep. It was 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And then ever since then, I've been going to bed super late and waking up at like 9 a.m., which is very not like me because usually the latest that I'll sleep in is like 7. And I mostly try to get up between 6 and 6:30. So this has just thrown everything off, and the peppermint mocha didn't help. But ultimately it's Get Famous. So, you know, blame Get Famous for all your problems. That's what I do. It works out well for me. I don't know. I really like this house though. I'm looking at it again. I mean, I just finished building it, so it's not like it's been a while since I've seen it or anything, but honestly, this house took me so much longer than it should have. Like, it's 2 p.m. now, and I started on this house. I sent a work in progress picture in my Discord. When was that? Let's see. I sent my work in progress of just the outside like 2.5 hours ago. So that's great. And that was just the outside. It took me so long to do the outside. I have no idea why. The roofing took me forever. You'll probably might have noticed that I cut out a lot of that. It's actually pretty simple in the end, but it just took me so long to get it right. There's also a skylight over this kitchen area. I don't know if I left that part of the footage in, but yeah, that whole part of the kitchen is like a skylight, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. And then I tried to do a bunch of things with terrain paint and wasted like 40 minutes just doing that. And I didn't keep any of them. And then I got so frustrated. Oh my god, this build, it's been something. It's been a wild ride. But, you know, she's cute, she turned out okay, and that's all that matters. I imagine that this family has a dog and a cat because, you know, they're eco-friendly, they love animals. I don't know, maybe they're veggie people too. Veggie people too. Maybe they're vegetarians. Maybe the parents in the game have that trait. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like the colors of this. Like, I would live in this house. And I'm not a big, like, modern house person. Like, honestly, I like more craftsman style homes, but I would live in this house, I think. And I'm also imagining that they're probably like young adults who are about to become adults. Like, they've done really well in their career, they live in this nice house, they just had a kid, and but they still have like a nice big dining room and a bar and stuff, and they probably entertain a lot, and maybe they have like some level of fame. I don't know. But I really like this house, and I kind of want to play in it now, but I don't have any Sims to play in it with. I was thinking today that I might build a house for a family that I'm playing with on stream that I haven't played with in a while, and part of that is because I get sick of houses. Like, whenever I'm playing the game, if I've played in the same house for too long, honestly, more than 2 or 3 days in real life, then I just want to move them into a new house. And that's really unfortunate because when I play the game in my free time, it works out well because it's like me playing for 2 or 3 days in my free time. If I can play for like the entire day, I'm gonna get through like several life stages. So we can move into a new house like no problem. But when I stream on Twitch, me playing the game for 1 or 2 streams is like 3 to 6 hours in real life, which means we get through like some sim days. And no one has aged up yet, and I'm like, okay, time to move into a new house, but that's not how things work. So I don't know, some of the series that I haven't touched in a while, like Family Dynamics, which I probably want to get back into soon. I'm having fun with Johnny Zest and all, but I kind of want to play Family Dynamics again, not gonna lie. If you watch my streams, let me know in the comments if you've seen my Family Dynamics Challenge 100 Baby or the Johnny Zest like let's play type things. Which one is your favorite and which one would you want to see? Because this is probably, well, I might have another video up before the next time I stream. I might ask again, we'll see. Anyway, I'm just talking about, you know what, I always say, oh, I'm just talking about nonsense. The whole build is me talking about nonsense. Let's be real. This was the point where I decided that I wanted the this office to be for like the fashion influencer or style influencer career. And I changed up all the color swatches. I was going to have that wall be the green color because I thought it went well with the greens in the rest of the house, and this was just going to be kind of like a regular computer office. But then I pulled out that bulletin board thing, and I saw, I think it was SimLissy, Dawn, she had one of those in like an apartment that she was building, and she actually had her sim use it, and they like pinned some stuff up on the bulletin board, and it just looks so cool. Like, I wish that we could have a version of it that I could place just so it looked more cute and cluttered for the screenshots and stuff at the end of this build, but you know, that's fine. I'm too lazy to player test things and to have Sims pin stuff up on boards, so we're just gonna deal with a blank board. But it looked really cute in her build. And oh my gosh, what else? Oh yeah, these things, I thought that they might work as a garage door, and I was like, ooh, we can do a funky green garage door. No, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look right. We get rid of it, and I don't even know why I left this in the footage, mostly because I barely edited this footage. Usually I try to cut out parts that I spend a lot of time on, like I did do that in this build with the roofing because it was just ridiculous, and at one point I like went on to the map view and then came back in, so like I cut stuff like that out for today. But yeah, sometimes I'm like much more particular about which things I leave in and which things I cut out, and today was not one of those days because it's the day before Thanksgiving when I'm recording this. When you're watching this, I think it's gonna be Friday, so the day after Thanksgiving. Everyone's in a food coma. If you're in the US, that is. If you're not, then you know, who cares about Thanksgiving, right? Honestly, I don't even care that much. I just like the food. But yeah, so I'm trying to get this done so that I can go home because I would like to see my parents and their dog, and I would like to take a shower in my nice newly renovated bathroom at home because I don't know if any of you who were around back in this past summer remember, but my parents were doing a lot of house renovations, and that included redoing their bathroom and my bathroom, and all the bathrooms are finally done. Oh my god, I wonder what the state of the house is. They actually, since then, they have gotten a new front door. They're going really crazy with the renovations. I don't fully know what's going on, but they've gotten a new front door. They had the entryway to our house painted and the railings of the stairs re-stained, and then they also are now going to recarpet the upstairs. And when I say they, I mean that they're like hiring people. Like, they're not doing this. My parents are on the older end of parents. Oh god, I hope they're not gonna watch this. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, so they're not doing it themselves. They're, you know, it's just happening around them. And I don't think that they've started the recarpeting process yet. I hope not. Oh my god, that's gonna be a disaster. I really hope that's not the case. I don't want to go home to that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this build video. I don't even have an outro, so I don't know why I'm struggling so hard, but I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye!